Good morning, good evening, and good night. My name is Tristan, and welcome to Tristan's headquarters. Today, we will be doing a review of Jurassic World Rebirth, and we're gonna be deciding whether or not Christians can watch it. Now, I saw Jurassic World Rebirth with my family. I thought it was a good film. It wasn't as good as the Jurassic Park trilogy and Jurassic World movie, but it was definitely better than Jurassic World Dominion by far. And I and even though it came out in July, I technically watched the movie before I started this channel, so yeah. So I decided I'm gonna do a movie review every month or so. So yeah, look out for a movie review every month. Um so yeah, so first let's get into the synopsis of the film. Zora Bennett leads a team of skilled operatives to the most dangerous place on Earth, an island research facility for the original Jurassic Park. Their mission is to secure the genetic material from dinosaurs whose DNA can provide life-saving benefits to mankind. As a top-secret expedition becomes more risky, they soon make a sinister and shocking discovery that's been hidden from the world for decades. So yeah. Now before I get into blah, I like to talk about the cast. Scarlett Johansson plays the main character, Zora Bennett. She's a great character. I love her as Black Widow. There's also Jonathan Bailey that played Dr. Henry Luma. Then there was Luna Blaze and Rupert Fiend, Mahershala Ali, and David Ian Kono. They were all good in the movie, and they had their respective roles. And it was, I have to say, like, it's not as they're not as memorable as the original cast of the first two Jurassic Park and World trilogies. However, it's still a good cast. Alright, so now I'm gonna get into spoiler territory. So first, I'm going to talk about what I liked about this film. So for me, I like the special effects. I find the dinosaurs were looking more realistic in this one. The action was good. And the D-Rex was actually really scary though. Like, I mean, except for his if you really ignore the big pimple thing on his head, you can see how much of a scary dinosaur he really is. So in the concept in this film is that they mutated dinosaurs, which I think is kind of interesting, because instead of just adding lizard DNA to dinosaurs, they add in more mutation to them, which making them more, genetically modified. So yeah, genetically modified creatures. So yeah. And also I still and also the it was nice to go back to Isla Numbla. though it like I said, it's not the same without Owen Grady or Dr. Alan Grant, but still, it's all good characters. Uh, I think Zora Bennett. If they make another trilogy with two more movies, I guess Zora Bennett would be a good character. Um. Uh. uh yeah, okay, so now I'm gonna go into what I didn't like about the film. What I didn't like about the film was that what was the lack of character backstory backgrounds. Like, for example, it said that Zora is this battle scarred uh, uh, lady with her past, yet she has no scars, and we only heard that her friend died, but like that's it. And the other characters were good too. There was that that was a family, and of course there was that family that team that got that was rescued by the team. Um, yeah, it's technically a trope. It's officially a trope in every Jurassic movie that some child has to be in it for no reason. I did like the character of Dr. Henry Luma. I thought he was pretty interesting. However, I kind of he go they say that he has a passion for dinosaurs, and that's it. What the quote I like in the film is that he said it's a sin to kill the dinosaurs. I thought that was pretty funny. Um, but yeah, but I wish we got more of him. And for Mashallah Ali's character, um, he was cool, but again, a pretty limited character background. And also, I know this might sound controversial, but I wish it was more scary, and I kind of wish it had an R rating. Look, I get it. I know some Christians are very discerning of R-rated movies, but here's the thing: the the first six Jurassic movies were PG-13, and they all had their fair share of scares. But with Rebirth, they had a chance to make it rated R, and I think it would have been good because you could show how scary the dinosaurs were, without glorifying the violence. I'm just saying. And besides, the original novel was pretty violent. I'm just saying. Maybe if they make like more Jurassic movies, they'll make them darker. But hey, even if they don't make it R-rated, that's fine. I mean, I grew up with PG-13 Jurassic Park and World, so I guess I'll be fine. um, so yeah, that's what I liked and what I didn't like about the film. Now let's get in to the Christian perspective. Like all the Jurassic World movies, they actually do. One thing I really appreciate is the consequences of playing God. You see, ever since the scientists first created the dinosaurs on Isla Nublar, they were playing God. They were playing God. And while the dinosaurs, as magnificent as they are a result of the humans' desire to to try and do what only God is supposed to do, and of course, it had severe consequences spanning throughout 6 movies. Well, 7 now. And like, I guess Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory count, I guess. So, and of course, and but yeah, besides the consequences of creating the dinosaurs, the humans have actually been very stewardess with the dinosaurs, and instead of just killing them off, it actually took care of some And for the dangerous ones, well, they treated them how you usually treat a dangerous animal. So yeah. And honestly, even if dinosaurs were to come back in real life, whether God decides to bring them back or scientists actually don't learn anything from the movie, I believe we should be respect. I believe we should be respectful of dinosaurs. Like, obviously, I hope it doesn't happen because, you know, Jurassic Park and World has been an entire cautionary tale. But, yeah. Now we're gonna go and see the scriptures and see what we can learn. Now, the movie Jurassic World Rebirth, like much of the Jurassic Park franchise, appears to explore themes of unchecked corporate greed and ethical boundaries of generic engineering, consequences of human arrogance, and the possibility of human redemption. Like I said. Now we have warning against the arrogance of play and praying God. The creation of dinosaurs and hybrid beasts often represents humanity overstepping its bounds, acting with arrogance and ignoring consequence of profit. Proverbs 16:18 NIV. Pride goes against the destruction of a haughty spirit before a fall. Alignment. This verse speaks directly to the consequence of arrogance and a pride to reoccurring downfall from the creators and exploiters in the film. So yeah, then James 4:13-15 is saying, now listen, you say who say, today or tomorrow will go to this day, or that spend a year there, carry on business and make money. Why do you even know what will happen tomorrow? What is your life? You are a mist that appears for one while then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if it is the Lord's will, we will live and do that. The alignment of this is that it highlights a tendency to make ambitious plans focus on profit without acknowledging the fragility of life and submitting to a higher order. And a theme seen in the greedy pharmaceutical companies' plan. So yeah, the way the scientists, it's talk about how the scientists' motivations to bring about the dinosaurs, whether they're good or not, they were doing it regardless whether they were good or bad reasons. They're doing it for selfish reasons. Then there's condemnation of corporate greed and misuse of creation. The film's plot of a big pharma company seeking profit of a dinosaur DNA for heart disease and treatment reflects the condemnation of avarice and the commercialization of scientific power. Oh, by the way, I'm not anti-science. I believe science is great. I believe Christians can engage in scientific affairs. For the 1 Timothy 6:10 NIV. For the love of money is the root to all kinds of evil. For the love of money, not money itself. Some people eager for money have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. Alignment. This is a classic verse against avarice, which drives the dangerous mission to the island of the film. So yeah, while they did only wanted dinosaur DNA to cure heart disease, I guess it also aligns with the love of money being the root to all evil, because it is similar to avarice. So yeah. Then there's Luke 12:15. Then said to them, watch out, be on your guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in an abundance of possessions. Alignment. A warning against the core motivation of the corporate antagonists who value profit over safety and ethics. So yeah, this is not really talk about like This is talk about like people like Biosyn and stuff like that, because they were greedy for dinosaur DNA and wanted to create more dinosaurs and essentially just play God. Yeah. Then responsibility and stewardship over creation. The inherent danger comes from humanity failing to respect the creatures or the natural world, ignoring the role of responsible stewardship. I just talked about that. The Lord, Genesis 2:15, the Lord God took the man, put him into Garden of Eden, and work it and take care of it. Alignment. While referring to the first created man, this establishes the principle of stewardship. Humans are meant to take care of creation, not exploit it or relentlessly manipulate it. So yeah, that's what the scientists in Jurassic World did. They took the remains of a deceased creation of God and decided to recreate it, and then often mistreated them by either experimenting on them, mutated them, all kinds of stuff, and of course they got consequences. And you get dinosaurs like the Indominus Rex, the Indoraptor, or the D-Rex. Then there's hope for redemption and new beginnings. The Rebirth title, the subject and the theme of protagonists like the mercenaries undergoing a redemptive arc align with the biblical concept of change and renewal. 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, a new creation has come. The old has gone, and the new is here. Alignment. The verse speaks of the personal transformation and new creation, mirroring the character arcs where the anti-heroes choose to do the right thing and seek the moral rebirth. And then we are done. So yes, those are the lessons we can take from Jurassic World Rebirth. Kind of think of it. Even though the rebirth probably means like rebirth of going back to Isla Nublar or rebirth of the franchise. To me, rebirth means redemption. And honestly, I think despite being another secular movie just made to entertain, it does have a Christian message of redemption, playing God, and stewardship. So those are the things that I took from this film. And I've taken since I have embraced Christ, and I really hope the Jurassic World, whether they intended Jurassic World franchise, whether they intended or not, keep doing. Well, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. What did you think of Jurassic World Rebirth? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Well, let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless.